Hi Mangesh, interesting time with AI. I'm using a lot of AI tool myself also. But one major question that comes from our potential client or customer is about their data security. When we use these AI tools, then they mostly ask that how can we secure their data, because most of these is legacy data, confidential data that shouldn't go out of their premises. So how do you advise that how we can have best of both worlds, where we leverage all features of AI,
Right.
how it could be productive, how it could be helpful for an organization, and at the same time data security and privacy could be maintained.
So this is the most usual case with the enterprise customers, right? Because they have their own proprietary data, and it is like their own IP, and based on that, machine learning models are also built, right? So they don't want to lose that competitive edge. And if you use any APIs, like OpenAI gives you their most powerful models as well, right? So but they have this fear that if they use this model, then ultimately their data will start leaking to them, and they may use that data to train their models as well, and that will end up losing their competitive edge. I believe that is the major
Yeah,
privacy
that
concern.
that, that is
So typically in this case, what we do is we build private LLMs for our customers. So you don't have to necessarily, fine tune a large language model for them. You can just pick up any open source, a large language model, and then all that data you can put it in a RAG model, wherein you are not actually training the models, but you are just putting it in a vectorized form in a vector database. And all this installation will be done on their on-premise things. So they will have their own servers, and within their secured network, this can be configured and this can be used.
That is fine, Mangesh. But we have to be a bit more rigid, because there are organizations which don't want to even expose their data even 1% outside their organization, say healthcare. If there is a patient's data, there is confidential medical records that shouldn't go out. They still want to leverage AI, but they are very rigid about it. There are compliance issue. So what is the way out?
So if we talk specifically about healthcare, then HIPAA compliance also comes into play, wherein you have to be very sensitive about not exposing the patient information, that personally identifiable information, we call it as P2 information. So basically we have to anonymize that data. So there are tools and techniques with which basically we can just anonymize it before actually sending it to outside world, or even for that matter to hire LLM, right? Or if you are storing that information at rest, then also this information needs to be anonymized. So this is the special care in when you talk about healthcare and any other applicable sectors as well. Yeah.
Is there any other solution? I know we talked about at one point of time cloud-based AI setup, and then we talk about on-prem also, and I'm hearing a lot of this nowadays. So is this on-prem solution is not better qualified for such kind of a scenario?
So on-prem solution is also qualified for such scenarios. In fact, majority of the enterprise customers now are still on-prem thing, and they are considering hybrid environments also, right? But you have open source stack with which you can ensure all these security layers. Also, your data is not actually traveling outside your network, so there is an added advantage of security there.
Okay, I think that's perfect. Yeah, thank you.